So another great thing about ArenaNet and another cool part to my collection is the artwork. That ArenaNet is well celebrated and awarded for the art they produce for their amazing games. And so it's one of the things that ArenaNet's really done is put that artwork into the hands of the fans that both through the website and even through some of the trade shows and things. That this next part of my collection is going to be looking at some of the various pieces of art that I've picked up, mostly at almost all of it, yeah, actually all of it at PAX. So it's a little tricky to really convey how cool this art is. That a lot of it was just given away at PAX in over the course of a couple different years, and so they just gave it away. And so a lot of the images you might have seen, you probably have seen online. And so what I don't, it my camera's not going to pick up the real beauty of it, but I just wanted to share with you guys just some of the cool stuff that they've given away, and it really just brings back a lot of great memories. Even just standing in line at PAX, which you'll do a lot of. If you haven't been, you're gonna bring some comfortable shoes, but you get to meet the artists who are just the coolest people you'll ever meet, and really everyone at ArenaNet. And so you wind up standing in line, and everybody there again. It's just the coolest vibe of having hundreds, thousands of people who are like-minded, and especially it seems kind of silly to wait in line for a picture and a signature, but it's absolutely worth it. Just getting to say thank you, shake hands, and let the awesome people on ArenaNet know you care. So I'm just going to try to show these off as best I can. The first one I just grabbed randomly was this is a piece by Jason Stokes, and it is called The Temple Pit. And so you can see it's a really nice piece, and it conveys a lot of that awesome Nightfall type environment. And so this is some environment art, and you can see that he's actually got, I thought he had one of the cooler signatures, because it just, I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty cool. The next part, this is something from Nightfall, and it's called the Crescent Street Environment. And it's just, again, this is a really nice evocative piece of just kind of the mixed kind of environments you found in Nightfall. That there was wonderful regal places and majesty to it, but at the same time a certain sense of ancientness and very cool stuff. So so Richard Anderson and Jason Stokes were kind of two of the environmental arts team, and they really deserve a lot of credit for the game that we play. So it was really kind of different. You wouldn't think of environmental concept art being as attractive and noteworthy as it is, but that's how ArenaNet is awesome. That even their environmental art is really spectacular. This is a really cool piece because this is by Matt Barrett, and one of the concept pieces for the Asuras, and you'll note it actually is for an Asura warrior. So if anybody's right down there, Asura warrior. So people might say, hey, an Asuran warrior doesn't make any sense. Beg to differ. Right, here's the concept art to prove it. This was released around the time of Guild Wars Eye of the North, and so it's just a very cool piece, and it says a lot that there he is, weapon in hand, and with a golems plural behind him. So you get a good sense of the character and the race, and it's a really nice piece of art. And again, we got to meet him and thank him. This was a really cool piece. Next are two of my favorite pieces I picked up, and actually some of it you will have seen a lot of, but it was by kind of two of ArenaNet's foremost artists, but meeting them in person was really great, and I've had these pictures on my wall for a long time. This is from Kristen Perry. This is Gwen, as she's all grown up and looking there all pensive and thinking about things. That this is a very nice piece, and you can see there's just a lot of emotion and detail, and even the way she's kind of holding her hands, it really just says a lot that she did grow up and she kept her daisies, but Gwen grew up and had gone through a lot, and so this was a really, especially playing the game and Guild Wars: Eye of the North and getting to experience all of Gwen's story. This picture really helps to bring her to life and is a really awesome piece. And the this next one though is one of my favorites, and this one you'll actually see if you in the Norn story, even when in Guild Wars 2, that in the opening cinematics you'll see this art pop up, and that's because this is by, and I apologize about saying the name right, but Keikai Kotaki. That he is just a phenomenal artist, and I'm sorry that he had to go leave ArenaNet, but he certainly contributed amazing work. There you not only see Jorah in all her glory, but maybe the more well-known symbol of Norndom is the bear form, and so just really it's dramatic. It's says a lot about the culture, about how even having the different relationship between the man and the Norn form and the beast form is part of their culture and identity, that it shows so much strength and power. It's really just an awesome piece, and definitely am glad that I got this one. It's a little bit different. This is by Katie Hargrove, and this is the Oink Bank. And I don't know how many people know about this thing, but this is probably one of the coolest things to ever be made on this earth. You will see if I can frame it right. Here, let's go for good stuff. So this is the instructions, and it says how you put it together so that you can make your own bank of Oink the Indestructible, Spirit of Pig, whatever you call him. Katie drew the little smiley face for me, so that was great. And there's Oink, and there's all his happy glory, and he's the best. So we all, if you know, I want to find Oink in Guild Wars 2, because we know he's there somewhere, because he will not die. And then here's all the other parts of him that you would put together and fold and cut, and you would have your own little bank. And there's Katie and her signature there, and she was just one of the nicest people to meet when she's been at PAX. So this is really, I just haven't had the courage to cut it out and put it all together, because I just like seeing it in all the pieces. And so this is one of my favorite things, because it's not exactly the concept art you see, but this is just cool. My last piece of art is a little bit different. All the other ones I got from like PAX '08, but this last one I got at PAX, the PAX in 2011. One of the first panels on Friday was a panel. I think it was the panel about the Guild Wars live team, and so kind of not. There was a lot of hype for Guild Wars 2, but there was a lot of transition-y type panels at PAX that helped us interact with other people at ArenaNet and really get to know them before the great big Guild Wars 2 panel. Showing it off already. So what happened is, when we were waiting in line for the panel, Matthew Moore, who's the MC extraordinaire for all the PAX fun, came out, and he was giving away these pieces of paper. And at first we didn't know what they were, but then he started explaining that when ArenaNet moved offices, that they had a lot of their concept art that they had printed out, and they had it all over the offices, all over the walls of the offices, like they do today. But this is a piece from the old ArenaNet office. So he was just giving this away to all the fans who were out there. He had a great big stack of paper and was just kind of just, have a piece of history, everybody. So I don't know who this creepy guy is. I'm thinking it's the Lich from Guild Wars 1, which is kind of neat, but it could frankly be anybody. No, it's really creepy and scary, but it's kind of cool just because it does bring back that memory of going to that panel and having everybody there in line, just looking forward to another cool panel with everybody from ArenaNet. And it was just a really cool thing that nobody was expecting it. It wasn't like a big announced thing. This piece, again, this might be art that everybody has on their computer and has seen a million times, but it's something that it carries with it the story that this was actually a piece of ArenaNet when they had made Guild Wars and when they started making Guild Wars too. So I think it's really cool just to have it and be able to tell the story behind it. The old saying goes, I'm not an art critic, but I know what I like. Um, I like the art that I have. It's really cool. It's different pieces from different parts of Guild Wars that come together in one form, and it was the main thing is just being able to go through and meet the artists and get to see if they're gamers like us is a really cool part of it. I remember too, I had when I got some of it, I was wearing this weird, crazy Hawaiian T-shirt thing, and I got compliments by artists on this shirt I had, and it was just like, that's okay if they think it's cool, then all right. But my wife made me throw that shirt out, so go figure. But it's really about the stories and remembering. Even though you're standing in line, you're looking around, you're watching people. You're getting to interact with the people around you, talk about their Guild Wars experiences. If you get a chance to go to PAX, it's an awesome experience, and you will wind up in lines. But it just kind of take it as an opportunity to get to know some different gamers and get to see the world around you because it's a lot of fun and definitely rewarding. And you'll wind up with super cool pieces of art that you get to take home and show all your friends and brag about that I have and you don't.